I'm so surprised that the whole group do number 10, and this is unfair. So next time, please, I don't know. That's why I like you guys to pick up the number, so we spread out evenly. Yes.
Well, where was like the stuff about the Japanese culture? I couldn't find that unless I looked on Wikipedia.
Oh, the sing kong?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything online or inside the book.
You type Japanese sing kong tradition is plenty.
So online's okay?
Yeah,
okay.
That's fine. Okay, so let's start with the discussion. Okay, so the first number, biography of Asanga. So probably you guys don't know who's he, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Lady, can you hear me? Okay, so he is a great Mahayana philosopher. He created actually the conscious and school knowledge as in top of the mind, and this is a way. So he did meditation and during the day he did the lecture, and at night he ended samadhi, and somehow he went up to, remember I told you about the inner palace of Lucida heaven, remember I told you of the future Buddha, Amitabha, sorry, Maitreya Bodhisattva. So Asanga, at night he ended samadhi, and somehow he went up there to study with that Bodhisattva, the future Buddha, and during the day he come back and talk to people. And later on he compiled all of the Abhidhammas as commentaries about that tradition, the school of consciousness only, that talk about the mind, the consciousness, because that's what was about. And the next one is Vasubandhu, also the Mahayana philosopher. He's half brother of Asanga. So at first he followed the Radha traditions, but later on because his brother convinced him, so he followed his brother to write many commentaries on Mahayana tradition. That's what he famous about, and he wrote more than 7 books of commentaries, very famous in the 5th and 6th century in India. Okay, let's move on to the tree, right? You got there's 8 consciousness, right? Yeah, go ahead. That's 3 or 4, doesn't matter. Go ahead. Yeah. Yes, can you hear?
But you skipped number 2.
Yeah, I did. Can you do number 2? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's okay.
Vasubandhu, right? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I had my dragon.
Oh, no. That's
Alright.
guys go ahead.
Go. Okay. So, A consciousness is combined.
Can you hear? Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Turn volume.
Can you turn around?
Turn down for what?
Yeah, go ahead. You can stand up. That's okay.
Okay, so our group have the topic is eight consciousness. So eight consciousness is combining of eight conscious that every one of us have, and consciousness is the only energy that moving through the reincarnation with you throughout the life together with the karma and go with consciousness. So consciousness combining of like your ear, your eye, your nose, your tongue, and your mind and your body. And also the seventh one is like the awareness, the self-awareness around you. And then the eighth is when you realize everything around you. Like that is when the state of Buddha. Like it's called like the nature Buddha. So eight consciousness is being practiced in the Mahayana school because they believe it's one of the way that they can achieve nirvana. So by controlling, I see a connection between eight consciousness and the eightfold path is that when you're controlling your mind, your body, and just like every sense of you thinking the right way, speaking the right way, talking the right way, that is one way that you can achieve nirvana and achieve Buddha nature, which is when you able to I believe last time we talked about Buddha nature is some instinct that you have, so that when you able to realize about a consciousness and bring it to the next reincarnation, it's like a continuous study of like regaining no consciousness until you gain that Buddha knowledge and become Nirvana. So that's what I have for our team. So if you guys want to add anything, you can add it in more, okay?
Sometimes it's not correct. Sorry to say that. You want to add more? What's the function of 7 and the 8?
So 7 is
The
the
sixth one.
deluded awareness.
No, it's the persist. What's function of persist?
Mental consciousness.
Okay, now what's the function of 7?
Number 7, it says deluded awareness. And number 8 is all-encompassing foundation.
Yeah, that's the conclusion to the one
So there's the 6 common ones, where it's pretty much your senses and your mind.
And 7, remember, I think I told you guys the last, right? The 7, you guys know the 7 consciousness?
It's self-consciousness. No?
No, okay.
That 7 one.
Let me give you an example, okay? You have, okay. That's what you.
That's where we
I
veer wrong.
remember one of them was like
Okay, let me give you one example. While you're sitting here, okay? You see people walk around. Yeah, but especially this week, right? So what happened? You capture him in your mind through your eyes. Make sense? And what happened? When you capture through your eyes, that's when eye consciousness. Make sense? And number 6 consciousness analyze. Oh, he handsome or so forth. Okay? And because of that capture, you keep number 6 recognize and analyze whether he's handsome or whatever, or you guys analyze with that number 6. And number 7, if you like that guy, you keep you use number 7. It's like you use a mouse to go around in the on the internet, pick up the information, and you store in your C drive. C drive is your number 8. It contains every information. The information that you have seen, you have heard, you have tasted in many past life. All information is here. That's why even now you still remember something when you were 2 or 3 years old, remember? Right? Because you store information that was for 8 consciousness, the storage consciousness. And the number 7, pick up the good information, good amount of information to store in that consciousness, in that 8 consciousness. Is that clear?
So the 6, okay, the 6 decides if he's handsome. Okay,
Yeah,
analyzing the 7th is story.
No,
No,
number
8 is
7.
story.
choosing.
actually the action of choosing.
Choosing.
Okay.
Number eight
It's
is
storage.
storage.
It's a storage. Okay.
Storage. Is it clear now?
There's a pill that.
Okay. So whatever you hear, whichever you see, okay, that's you analyze whether it's beautiful, ugly, and so forth, right? That's the basis, right? Right? The basis is the one that analyzes this nature. Make sense? And number seven, as soon as you recognize whether good or bad, number seven, pick up that good or bad and store it number eight. Is that clear now, sir? Alright.
That's what number 8 is.
This is what we call the storage consciousness. You store everything, store information, all information like your C drive. Right? If you're done with your laptop, you can use.
You can take out the hard drive, buy a
Plug it
container
up.
from Amazon, and make an external hard drive filled.
Yes. Make sense now? Alright, so remember that, okay? So just remember your 8 consciousness like the C drive. And your 7 consciousness like your mouse. You pick up, right? The basis is analyzing. Okay? Now, no wonder is Buddha nature. Who knows what's the meaning of Buddha nature? Remember? Talk about Buddha nature. You guys remember anything about Buddha nature?
Buddha nature.
Yes. Who knows what's the meaning of Buddha nature? Buddha nature. That's everyone has. Remember I told you? Even your pet, right? Even your pet has nature too, right?
It's having the awareness of Buddhism, or like of like
Being aware of all.
good actions and stuff like that. Knowing, having that concept of what's right or wrong.
Yeah. That, but without analyzing. Make sense?
So
Right.
like whenever you see something, you're like, that's just
Remember
not
we
right.
talk about the
That's
intuition,
Buddha nature kicking in.
right? When let's say when you sit here and you look at that bird there, the red one or the white one, the same one, without analyzing it, you recognize, oh, that's bird. On the spot, that bird can carry how many? 50 people. Make sense? Without analyzing, you recognize the spot, right? And so let's say if you see
That's
someone,
Buddha nature.
huh? Yeah.
That's Buddha nature. Being able to
To recognize it without analyzing. Let's say if you see a homeless guy, right, and you stop by and bottle water bottle, that's all. That's all. You don't need to think anything, just give to him, that's all. Or $1 and so forth. That's your good nature there. Make sense? That's good nature. Tell me once, who has a pet here? Okay. Yeah. Tell me your pet Buddha nature, good nature that you see every day.
He's always happy to see you.
Yeah, every time I come home, she's here, she's happy. If I'm sad, she'll come and curl up on me.
Yes.
Really?
How
Yeah.
you Parker? The pet? How is your pet?
It's good.
Good. How can you recognize their Buddha nature, a good nature in them? How?
They love sweet.
They sweet. What happens if you don't feed them? They bite you?
No,
They don't bite you?
I've never knocked them.
Oh, okay.
What kind of monster?
My cat doesn't eat bugs, he just kind of lays down next to them.
Oh
and
no,
try to
my
cuddle.
dog has killed a bird before. It's a small one.
How about your pet self?
Oh, my snake?
Yeah.
Maybe they tell you what they need because they don't eat more than you.
And that goodness.
Yeah.
They can sense the danger too, right? They can sense something. If somehow if you have a leaking gas, they could sense that too, right?
Yeah.
They
But how are they going to let you know?
They will bark it, right?
A snake?
No, I mean.
I was like, damn!
That's good.
Yeah. So you see that even the arrows are talking about us, right? We have that kind of good nature, whatever we name within ourselves. Okay. Now, when we talk about the tantric channels, who who know acupuncture?
Oh, I hate acupuncture.
You don't like it?
It's the worst thing I've ever done, ever.
Why?
Because, like, she stabbed me in the ear, and then she's like, okay, you just sit there. And she put a blanket over all the needles, and so they all pulled on my skin, and it was not good. But,
Oh, really?
Yours hurt. Yours like hurt the least.
no,
I got it before.
Actually, the forehead probably hurts.
After a bunch of years, yeah, and then we put the lectures on there.
So, lady, you have acupuncture before?
Yeah.
You like it?
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Why?
It was,
Can you convince her?
I don't think so.
Why?
Granted, I really liked the acupuncture. She was really cool and like she knew a lot about a lot of stuff. So while she would like tell you stories and explain stuff about Buddhism, also about body work and like why acupuncture works. It was really cool. She like studied it. I think for like 7 years. Yeah, it was a really cool experience to get to work with her.
did it hurt?
It's not supposed to. It really doesn't. I mean, occasionally some spots in the face, you just tell her she'll be just take it out. And it's like, okay, no problem. So,
Did you feel like it helped relax your body after, like, significantly after you did
even
it?
during, it was weird. You just kind of lay there, just kind of like, I would say zone out, kind of bed down. It's nice. Partially because I was always afraid to do it.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, oh, this is so boring. That's what I was like, but like, you forgot about a lot. Because like, you can't feel like, she always put one in our forehead right here. And I forget about it. I had friends who did them like all over me. And I couldn't do that. I was so scared, but they're like, no, that's what you're doing. Okay. I couldn't try it.
So I bought some stuff to make y'all
So it scare you?
It's not, I went in with an open mind, but my woman didn't know anything about Buddhism. She was just like, yeah, I've just got these needles and, this will your pressure point. And she kind of didn't educate me at all. She just kind of sat there and stabbed me a little bit. Called it a day.
Actually, acupuncture points and the pressure points, the meridian, and so forth. This is similar as a tantric channel. Right? You guys study Hinduism, right? They have what is chakra. Can you show them? Can you tell them what chakra?
Chakra.
What's the function of the top one? What's the function of the top chakra?
The what?
Function.
That's the one that's the size of the hardest to get to here. It basically means you smile. Meditation. That's pictured as like a cross between like this. And basically that's what the keys in it. And then the one right there is your intuitive one, and it's just 2 petals. It's kind of structured. And then there's the throat chakra, which relates to sort of how I have to remember. That's how you speak
Yes.
to people.
Everyone warning in acupuncture that acupuncture must know that on the 15th,
I can't hear you. I'm
on
sorry.
the 15th of that like 15th on the lunar calendar, you can they tend to not do acupuncture because usually it's like then pressure going up and around, so if you mess up the centimeter or meter.
Somehow, we have some kind of pressure point in the body, right? It's called the channel, invisible channel in our body. So you say, if someone touch you, right, somewhere, so you see so sensitive, right? And even that's why they use acupuncture to stimulate the energy. And in the tantric channel, they visualize that channel so that it could stimulate the energy, the conscious energy in their way, so that they could have that state of mind. That is the way process to get
There's like at the base of your spine, the bottom root chakra is where the energy is. And there's 2 channels that go up your spine to the top of your brain. And by using your breath, and breathe out and like the channel on the left up, raise the energy through your chakras.
somehow the body, my mind by Buddhism. So that's why the Tibet tradition they specialize in this kind of tantric traditions. They visualize, they concentrate their mind on the designing on the certain type mantra. They visualize that piano, and orally they decide the mantra, and again and the mudra. You know mudra? That's like the way you hand your mudra, the way you hold your hand, hold your fingers, stimulate your energy. They can give you some information. Okay, so the next one, 7, Japanese Sinko. You have problem? You have problem who has problem to find out? Huh? Oh, okay. Alright, so Japanese Sinko is just in the tantric tradition in Japan. So the monks, I think some of you wrote that. I think, right? It's Japanese Sinko. That's the Japanese tantric tradition. So in the 9th century, this Japanese monk he went to China to study one of the Chinese masters who followed up the lineage, the tantric lineage was spread from India. So he went back to Japan to spread this traditions, and now it's still alive. This is one of the special, this is one of the famous tradition in Japan now. Okay, so the next one is Guru Yoga. So probably I think after this I like to spread out the world. Alright, so fair. Oh look, number 10. Alright, so anyway, you know what's been guru? You know what's been guru? It's been teacher. Right, teacher. Yoga is the yoga. Right now. That means, you know, in the East, the relationship between the student and teacher is pretty close. And especially in spiritual traditions, they have to follow every teaching that the teacher, the master, taught them or guide them to follow. So they have to even visualize themselves as the teacher or the master, so that they can learn all of the guidance, the teachers. That's what we call the guru yoga. Okay. Now about deity yoga. You know that's one deity. Okay, like I told you guys, remember, if you sit here, can you imagine that you are at home? Okay. Right. Can you imagine that you talk with your parents? Can you imagine that you talk with your friends, your boyfriends, girlfriends? Right. Can you visualize them? Can you visualize them? One of them. All right. So whether you love them or you may not like them, so you could visualize, especially the one you love, right? You can visualize how much relationship you have with them and so forth, right? And in this deity yoga, people visualize about the Buddha, Bodhisattva, certain deities, certain celestial beings, so that they are in one with that deities. That's what we talk about. Now, you guys watch many movies, right?
Sometimes.
Who you like the best? Who you like the most? Maybe you. No.
What movie I like the best?
I mean the actors, the actress.
Actor or actress?
Whoever.
Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite?
Movie star.
Movie star.
Angelina Jolie.
Okay. Alright, now can you visualize her? Can you visualize her?
Not really.
No. But you still remember her? You still remember in your mind, right?
Kinda.
So why do you favor her?
I think awesome in every character she's done.
It's the same
Really beautiful.
Who? So how many movies? All these songs?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. Okay. So what kind of movie star you like?
And literally everybody.
Like the action movies? No, but how about you, Popcorn? Your movie star? Who is your movie star? Oh, you don't have one? Okay. You have one, lady? You have one?
I don't like movies. I like Netflix.
Oh, really? Netflix is not movie?
No, well, okay, I like TV shows on Netflix. Smaller, shorter attention span.
You have a new one?
David Franco. That's fine.
What? Ooh, I like Colin Firth.
Huh?
I like Colin Firth.
I like David Franco.
You have a new one, lady? You have a new one? How about you?
I want to turn off my fascination.
Okay, anyway, so let's go back with your movie star, right, lady? Okay. Now, this is your model, right? You can visualize her, and one day you like to be like her?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I think she's cool. I'm just not trying to be like this woman.
Why?
She's not trying to be a homemaker. She's not. I'm never gonna be someone else, so why am I gonna waste my time?
My point is, I want to say is that because she's your favorite, right? You know, in this practice, that you may visualize you are one with her.
Oh, okay. I can see
That
that.
makes sense.
Why you would practice it, yeah. So you can attain some of their characteristics, or yeah.
Especially if you go to that nature, right? You have to act like that character.
Yeah.
Kind of like music. Like whenever I play a different genre, like I have to play the characters.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's what we talk about the daily yoga, right? If they visualize the Buddha that has all kind of characteristics, that all kind of moral products, good moral products, so called, they visualize themselves as that Buddha, that Bodhisattva, that's deities. Okay, so we have a lot of time for you guys. Number 10.
Yeah.
All right. So who wants to start first? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we read about the Tibet book of the dead, called the Bardo Toltro, and what? And so basically, it is scripture that outlines the experience your consciousness has after death. You go through like a 49-day limbo period, and it really goes through all the rituals that the people after you are going to have to do to help you move on to, you know, the next phase of whatever you end up doing. And it's actually seen as like super comforting because it gives everybody peace of mind and direction as to where you're going. So depending on how well you perform in this limbo, you could either enter samsara, or you could be reincarnated like really highly if that doesn't happen. And if you fail to identify some of the visions that you see, which are attested to be mandalas of certain spirits, then you will just be reborn depending on your karmic. So there's 6 different bardos, and the first one's the moment of death, and it's just this light of reality. It gives you the opportunity to be at your spiritual and then there's the Bardo of experiencing reality after that, and it's the visions of the various Buddha forms. And the Bardo of rebirth is those hallucinations and knowledge. There's a few more. I don't remember what they are.
Okay, what else? Yeah.
Life consciousness is one of the Bardo that goes like long way through that like life right now. And then there's dream state and Diana.
Yeah. Can you speak up?
Write it on the person's deathbed or when they're dead, and then once they're still reciting it.
Okay. Can one of you tell them your experience at this center? That's when we do the rediscover ceremony for see?
Okay, so they made like this ceremony where my grandparents had passed away.
Can you hear her?
So before
No.
no, it's not like
Okay, can you face it? Sorry. Where? Where?
Alright, what's
so
up?
basically what they do is before they cremate them,
Can you hear her?
they would have like
Judy?
a casket, right? And what they would do, they would have this kind of water that's like some, I don't know, some kind of flower, but then just spray on your face. And then they would have a book and they would chant something and like pray for them, which is probably to guide them to a path. And when they're done, they close the casket and then chant, they'll chant more and then they'll just cremate them after that. So basically they just chant while they're in the caskets. It's just a way to guide their souls back.
So you have that experience? You observe how the monks do the funeral service? Can you get that?
Actually, I mean, I didn't have a no, because when my grandmother died, I watched them do it, but it was like she converted to Christianity, because I don't know. But,
At the temple. You did?
no, I haven't.
You have this?
I mean, they've already passed away by the time I but I do know that at Temple they have specific areas where they have a card their ashes and every anniversary of their death. Yeah.
Judy, you have that experience at the temple?
I think one time whenever I was
Can you
meditating.
hear her?
No.
Sorry.
Come on, Judy, I know you're loud in bed.
Oh yeah. At all of my like grandparents and like great grandfathers and stuff, like all of their funerals have had like Buddhist ceremonies to where they had them recite a bunch of mantras and sutras and stuff, and then they would have the instruments, and then they would just burn them or cremate them. Yeah. I think it's really neat. Sorry. That in here I was talking about how influential this one book has been in spreading Buddhism to the West, and that in the 50s and 60s there was this Zen movement, and it inspired, Carl Jung and a lot of really great psychologists and things like that. And I mean, if it weren't for this one particular piece of literature, Buddhism might not be here.
This is one aspect.
Oh, yeah.
Question about that book. Does that book encompass like ancestral worship? That much?
This is used.
Is that part of Buddhism or is it separate?
Get this one.
I just thought that was neat.
They wrote the common rules. Yes.
How do you meditate on your own? Oh no, it's like I have a shrine in my house. I mean, I have my Buddhism shrine, but then there's also one of my grandparents. Every now and then we burn incense to them, give them food, some their offerings, like some tea, something like that. I was
Anyone has the out the body experience before? Out the body. Where?
Trip.
This is frightening or enjoyable?
At first, frightening. You're like, what the hell is going on? But then you kind of just snap out and you're back to your body.
Anyone? Yes.
At the meditation center, one time when I was meditating, I was in a different setting. Like the daylight was different, and like everyone was quiet, and they were different people while I was like meditating. But as I was meditating, I like kind of dreamed into
the same meditation hall, all the lights were on, and my Zen master was talking to a whole different crowd, and I was not meditating at that second meditation hall that was the same. But then I woke up, and I was at the same meditation hall with the same dark, dim light, quiet people.
That's not meditation. That is just.
But I was like, but like whenever I was still breathing the same when I woke up. So.
Well, how about other people? Yes.
Lots of magnetism, like lots of symbolic imagery and everything.
So anyone want to ask for number 10? One may ask for number 10.
Do you care about the history? Like the book was written by an Indian monk who.
Yeah. What's mean battle?
Bada?
What's mean?
Huh?
What's mean by battle?
Oh, the liberation of the during the intermediate time.
No, battle. This is just a state. What do you call the intermediate state? That's between after death and before the future life.
Kind of like purgatory, that's bad.
Yeah, in the middle, right? You're after death, like your
limbo.
soul.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, say limbo. Your soul, right after you pass away, your soul, or what you call your consciousness, or we use that term, intermediate years in between. And you know why? You know why is this 49 days? It's not 47, not 40. Why? You know why?
They say so that's the amount of time it takes for your body to go through this kind of process and choose what's required.
Yeah. Okay. So in the West, this trend, right? This idea is trend, right? Right. When you read this information, this trend again, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Why? When interested, why?
I like the idea.
You know, somehow in my view, somehow in the West, people like to talk something about this life. We don't want to talk about them. Is that right? Most of the time we don't want to talk about it, right? We don't want to face with them. But eventually we go there. Is that right?
Yes.
And in our family, right? We have seen many people who have attended funeral service before. And it's a funeral service. Yeah, it's just interesting tradition to us.
It's an aspect of this, I would suppose. It's more of a Western thing.
How about you? You attend? Is that the priest or the person? Oh really? Yeah. Oh, you follow the traditional, right? Yeah. Priest. So how did you do?
It was a eulogy prayer at the beginning.
Okay, how about you? Did you attend any funeral service? Oh really? What happened? With your friends or relatives? Yes?
I think people kind of, when you go to a funeral and it's an older person, it doesn't hit you as hard. But when you go to a funeral of a friend and it's your same age, you really start to reevaluate your life.
No.
Or your parent, right.
Depends how they went. You know, if it was like a driving, it changes you in that aspect.
It hits closer to home because they were your age. You know, they were.
You come to the realization that
it can happen at any time.
Or
yeah. I lost two friends when I was 19 in the car crash. And as a 19-year-old, it shook me.
As a monk, I have done all kind of funeral service for all kind of people, from 1 or 2 year up to 90. And I did for many young people. There's one case, there's one lady, she was killed by her boyfriend because of jealousy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
she's only 19-year-old. way. So, who concerned about that? Who concerned about that?
Bring it.
Who concerned now? Why? Well, want to live forever? Huh? That's be nice. But one day you have to go.
I mean, I'm more concerned with what I do while I'm here, because there's so many people who think about what happens in their personal lives, and they don't think about the significant impact they have with humanity as a whole. Humanity is going to go on after I die, and it's been going on for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. So I don't think that's the reason.
Okay, let me go back to my question. Okay, in Buddhism, remember the cycle of life, birth and death, right? This is the cycle. As long as you accept that, it's easy for us to face that. Even that's the scariest one. We don't know what's happened after that, right? We still have to face one day. The reality of life, right? And let me go back to the question that why we have 49 instead of 47, instead of 48, instead of 40? Why? What's special about 49? 7 times 7.
Told you. What did I say?
Yes?
Do non-humans also have 49 days of immediate time?
That is in the average.
The average?
That's the average. Not so, but the average. Yes?
Okay, so then what would cause your mortal time to be longer or shorter?
Now let me put this way. How about the one who commits suicide? The one who died because of car airplane accident, and so forth, or natural disaster? They may not go through that point at least. Because, you know why? Because they may not recognize that they passed away. Or even it may be longer or shorter. So it depends on their attachment.
Is that like what people...
Huh?
Is that
Yes.
the point of Bardo? Is that the point of it? So...
That's the point. That's the state of your mind, of the state of your consciousness.
So when people talk about, walking the earth with your restless spirit, is that kind of what that is? They haven't accepted death?
Yeah, that's the point. So that's like the haunted house and so forth. Some of them, they still attached to their house. They still attached to their property and so forth. It's still around there, right? But in the average, after we pass away, according to Buddhist view, especially that book, if you read carefully, so within 7 days, on the 7th day, the battle or the intermediaries will decide whether they will take the birth or not. And if they could not, they wait for the next week, the second week. And this has happened for 7 times. And in the average, during that time, they will take the birth. Make sense? Right? But this is but some special cases, like the one who commits suicide, the one who died because of natural disaster and so forth. They may not recognize that they passed away. And they may like to bring more friends in with them too. Yeah, I'm serious. Yes. We don't chase them away, but we decide the mantra. We decide Buddha name so that they can recognize that they passed away, so that they can move on. That's a Buddhist idea. You feel that sometimes, on the road or on the freeway, you see sometimes they put the cross, right? Yeah. And sometimes it's happened again and again. You know why, right? Why? They like to invite more. They may like to invite more friends to go with them.
So it's sort of like their consciousness is affecting yours in a metaphorical way, whereas you're using electricity across.
Yeah. There's one lady, this old lady. One day she went to the funeral home to do a service for her friends, and somehow within a week she passed away. Because probably her friends like to invite her to go with her. Yeah, so go party, right? So be careful. If you're sick, physically and mentally, don't go, don't attend to the service this time. That's usually the experience, right? And I used to advise suggest to my people who want to go with me to the Buddhist Tantras home, don't drink and eat at that place. You know why? You know why? Because of the energy. Right? The virus energy is so strong. So you have to be sincere to recite the name or to do the prayer. Otherwise they may follow you. And not heed it. That's just tradition. That's just tradition. It's not much. But whether who think that someone follow you, visible thing.
Oh, like spirits? Oh, yeah.
You do? Yeah. Okay. So you are afraid of that or no?
No, spirits at least don't like die.
Ghost spirits,
What do you think? You feel?
I think when people die, they just die. I don't think they fall in, but it's others.
So you feel that someone follow you? Visible?
Oh, yeah.
So how you like to pay much?
No, I mean, it's my dad. Like, I feel like, and I feel bad spirits too.
You do the prayers every day?
Every day.
How about others? You feel someone follow you and some spirit follow you? How you deal with that? You enjoy or you frightened?
Burn sage.
Huh?
Burn sage in your house and it purifies it.
But incense?
He's asking if you're afraid of like ghosts and spirits.
Oh, if I'm afraid?
Yeah,
You're afraid of that or no?
No?
You just work them off. I'm not kidding.
Huh? Because one day you may be gone too. Yeah, you will not stay here forever, right? And when you are out of your body, that's just one go to spirit. Wherever you live, right? You know why they may like follow you, especially the one that love you much. Why? Attachment, right? Like you somehow like you're not attached to, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see understand that? Right? That's why. But nothing for you to concern of. Just pray for them. Yes, sir.
I heard that a bunch of them are really bad, which is really received.
Depend. Actually depend upon your karma too, right? Depend on your connection with them too. If you have good connection with them, after they pass away, they follow you and they help you out. And if you have bad connection, they go follow you and they mess you around. Right? So be careful. Right?
Have you ever felt someone following you?
Yeah, every day, every instant.
Is someone following you right now?
Yeah, doesn't matter. I can pray for them every day. Yeah, I actually see many of them. May approach the death, the corpse, so forth, and they confused. I don't
Can
see.
you see like?
I don't see them actually, but I have that feeling. Yeah, especially when they
You
go
ward them off?
the first.
To the what? Oh.
Yes. Not actual one, but the feeling, you know. You feel that energy around you, right? You guys have that feeling?
I feel like a lot of people won't believe it until they feel it. Because it's just like one of those things, like, you think it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, what the hell is this right here? There's nothing there, but I feel something. I don't know.
You have to go somewhere like a great concentration camp, something like that, where like a lot of people die. You'll feel it. You feel the energy.
Especially when you go to a cemetery, right? You could feel that type of energy. The next energy. Okay, so actually somehow today I'd like to tell you that somehow the whole room there's number 10. So I like to spread out for this Thursday. Alright. So I put the number online on the blackboard. Okay. So let me probably you may not like to. You want me to read the question so that can pick up?
No, just sign it in
It's already
blackboard.
on Blackboard. We can pick it.
But I don't like the whole group pick up only number 10. Yeah, this is fair for all the numbers. This is
Just pre-sign it. Just pre.
Oh, I already picked my number for when you posted it.
Can I do number three?
Huh?
Can I do number three? Like, can we tell you what we're doing?
Yeah, that's how many for Thursday.
Yeah, for Thursday.
Oh, okay. You can have laptop. Will it
Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, open. Yeah, okay. Now I like
I already picked my number.
I want to spread out. Okay. Please don't put
Yeah, guys. Come on, number 10.
All right. Let's see who does number 1.
Wait. I already
Who
picked
does
mine.
number
Wait.
1?
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, number 1. Okay, your name, sir?
Nikhil.
Okay. Who else do number 2? 1.
Oh, wait.
Huh? 1. Judy, right?
Oh, I like to
What
know.
number is this?
number 1?
13?
No, wait. Let me do 1 by 1. Okay, number 2.
Wait. I gotta load it.
Your name, sir?
This is number 13, right?
Just like the same.
Number one?
Whichever one is celestial.
That's number 3.
Number three.
Wait for me, number 3. Okay. Number 2.
Fudge.
2, right?
Yeah, I'm going number 2. My number's number 14.
Okay, number 3.
Right here.
Too many.
No, I have my paper already.
Number 3 is celestial view Buddhist Tantras, right? Sally and Taylor. Okay, Sally and Taylor.
I'm like the second to last one.
Yeah. Okay.
But translating is hard. You're not.
Okay, number 4.
I know my mythologies, yo.
Number 4, please.
Oh, yay.
Number 4, the Abhilapusal Buddhist Tantras. That's in Vietnamese, Quang Am. You guys want to do that?
Oh, I worship her.
Quang Am. Alright. Yeah, do you want to do it? Okay, what's the name? Becca. Number 4. Becca, how many spots? Oh, okay. Give me your number. 20.
Oh, I just have one gum.
I'll do that one too.
I have one gum and my grandparents.
Give me number 4.
That's it though. I don't have any other shrines.
Okay, number 5. Bodhidharma. Okay, Bodhidharma. The Zen Master, Zen teacher.